What the fuck? Well, congratulations, Disney. You had your opportunity. You know, I was supporting you guys with Disney Movie Awards, but Disney Movie Insiders, it's not the same. I mean, first it's Disney Plus, and now Disney Movie Awards. I mean, what are you guys changing? I don't get it. I just don't get it. I mean, all I see is change. Yet you guys have not changed a single thing about your films. I mean, come on. You guys don't even have Straight Story on Disney Plus. Well, what's the point? And that's the thing. That kind of leads into what we're going to be watching today. I hope you guys are excited as much as I am, because this has been a long time coming. Oh yeah, we're doing this. Oh wait, this ain't even the copy. Yeah, no. This is the copy that we're watching.
Now, if you're playing the movie on a telephone, you will never in a trillion years experience the film. You'll think you have experienced it, but you'll be cheated. It's such a sadness that you think you've seen a film on your fucking telephone. Get real.
Well then.
Yep.
I think
we committed a hate crime.
So today on G Things Disney, reason being that I chose this was because Disney Plus came out. By the time this video is out, it's been probably almost a week since Disney Plus came out. We filmed this in like the beginning of November, towards the beginning of November. And I wanted to do this because Song of the South is not on not on Disney Plus, only because they're not putting it on Disney Plus. They're not putting a lot of things on Disney Plus.
Can't imagine
Tarzan.
this one.
So
Tarzan's not?
No.
So we watched Song of the South, and yes, I do have 2 copies. They're obviously
it's like you're a fan of it.
Destroy one of them.
bootlegs. I want to know,
because you could put it back in the vault and lock it up.
yes, I can put it back and lock it up. It's going to be in the G Things Disney Vault.
It's gonna be saved.
It's going to be saved.
It needs
Do
to
you
be.
think Disney Vaults, by the way, is a trash can?
So, let me ask you this.
911,
Has any of you guys seen this?
not
No.
the parts.
No.
Only in parts?
Yeah.
Not the whole thing.
That's Maurice Rafferty's.
I'm going to let you guys know ahead of time, I cheated, and I've seen this film all the way through. And I'm going to let you guys know right now, even the viewers that are watching this, today, yes, it is still a bit racist, but looking at it now, it's not that bad. It is a racist film, yes, by all means, but it's not a bad film.
Can you put a meter in the corner of how racist it's gonna get?
Yes, Johnny. Where are we going to Bananas?
Also, Bobby.
Red. Red. Oh, red. It's red on the scale.
So, in case you guys didn't miss anything, they're going to
Plantation.
They're going to a plantation owned by the grandma.
It is not slavery. It is post-slavery.
It is not slavery. It's not slavery.
It's post-slavery.
Now, was Walt alive when they made this, or no?
Yes.
Oh yes.
Oh, yeah, he was.
I know that.
He was behind the camera.
So-
Keep rolling. We're trying to not be racist.
I clean
in
my
this
hands
video.
on this. Barabbas, bring out Barabbas.
Let's make fun of the white people instead.
Yeah, let's do that.
Let's make fun of Bobby Driscoll's drug abuse.
Oh God.
Look. We have 2 options to make fun of.
No.
We have 2 options to make fun of.
What
This way, Bobby Driscoll. The stuff over here.
double.
Bobby.
I won't stand here. If you go, I'm going too.
Okay.
Then he hits him.
Adios,
He's like, finally,
And he goes.
finally, I'm out of there.
He
Away
goes
from that kid.
He goes to the old town saloon for more hookers.
What?
I don't know.
He's like, I'm gonna go do my job, and he just drives into town. And
Right.
he's at the bar,
You know what he is?
and he's continuously at the bar.
No, Brandon. He's in the car, but he's Mr. Toad, and he's just running people over.
You can't catch me. I talked about this in my Disneyland Adventures with Hunter. The reason why it's called Splash Mountain was because Michael Eisner was originally going to name
Leave
it
it after
Splash.
After 1985, Disney's most profitable movie of all time from 1985, Tom Hanks' Splash.
When Tom Hanks falls in love with
Disney
a
was
mermaid.
so
like that
desperate at one point that their highest grossing movie was Splash.
I actually like Splash.
Won't do to put on too much clothes for a good one pair of pants.
It's actually very charming.
He is very charming. 911.
Nice.
Hey, Grandma's red. We're in a firm yellow right now. What a great thing to show this movie to 3 white guys on a couch. That's who can review Song of the South. 2 Jews
Just
and a
like this-
Catholic on a goddamn couch.
Just like this movie, this review was poorly thought out.
No, it was not poorly thought out.
Well, in terms of representation, Tori.
As in terms of why I picked this.
Like,
was
No,
because-
you could have easily done blackface. Bless my soul. Look at this little drug addicted boy.
Sorry, Bob.
We have two places we could go. We have two routes. There's a fork in the road. This way and and the dead child star jokes are safer
What about white people?
than whatever's over
What
here.
about what about white people in general? Or does that fall under?
Yeah, that's Bobby Driscoll. We
Oh my
have, we have
God.
Bobby Driscoll over here.
Bobby Driscoll represents the
And
white
then
people.
the stuff we're not touching.
Bobby Driscoll probably touched a lot of drugs though.
Uncle Remus gave him the drugs.
Oh no, he didn't.
Try this one.
Try this
That was
one.
Walt Disney.
You'll see all them.
You don't think
Br'er
Walt
rabbits.
Disney gave him the drugs?
Oh my god.
Make this racist movie. Somebody give me another pack of cigarettes.
I want to see a making of this.
More cigarettes.
I want to see a movie about the making of this, but with Tom Hanks playing Disney again.
Oh.
And he's like 7 cigarettes in his mouth this time.
This time you do see him.
Keep going. So, does anybody here want to talk about the plot?
Not it.
of
There was a plot?
There's a plot to Song of the South. So,
That's bold.
anybody want? So, Brandon, go ahead and talk about Song of the South for us.
Song of the South, based off a ride in Disneyland that came out in 1989.
I don't think it's based
No,
off the ride.
it's not based on the ride at all.
Song of the South is based off a movie from 1985 starring Tom Hanks.
Do you want to tell the truth?
Starring Tom Hanks.
If you're not gonna say it, I'm gonna say it.
Song of the South is a movie based off of stories from a very different era than today. I don't want to hold this. I feel sturdy.
All right, well then give it back to me.
I'll still explain it though. Song of the South has a long history with Disney. It was their second big animated picture. It's the first to blend live action with animation. It's racist.
Just going right out there.
Going right at it.
You're a racist.
Okay, it was depicted as being one of the most racist films up there with Birth of a Nation and a bunch of old.
It's not Birth of a Nation. But
No, I don't think
It's
this
not Birth
was-
of a Nation bad, but it's still considered one of the most racist films of all time.
This is definitely a Disney mistake, and they.
Yes.
The problem with that is that when they were making this, they knew that, and then they didn't stop making it. My dad's gone. Could you be my new dad?
That's the whole point of this movie, honestly. I kind of want to see a remake of this where Eddie Murphy
luck.
plays Uncle Remus.
No.
Well, he just played Dolomite.
Yeah, song to right out. Zippity-doo.
Oh my gosh, this was on sing-along.
Can you cut to the Louis Armstrong version?
Oh!
Louis Armstrong does a great cover of the song.
Plenty of sunshine heading my way.
Do you think the animation's pretty well?
Yeah, I love the animation.
Animation's pretty
Oh,
good, Yellow.
I've actually never heard.
We're on a firm
Br'er
yellow
voice.
again. You don't want to.
Why? Oh. We hear his voice. Oh. Go back to Bobby Driscoll. Go back to the drug addict.
Cut to Devo! Cut to Devo!
You don't have an insurance plan, dude. What are you? I don't know.
Uh-oh. Devo! I don't know if you've been on the ride, which I believe we all have. The voices are very different.
Oh yeah, they are.
I can't imagine why.
This was considered racist in 1948. It's 2019. It's still pretty racist.
Still pretty racist, yes.
Yeah, it is.
And I said it before in the beginning. The film.
That's
today,
why I have two of them.
It is
Yeah,
not.
that's why I have two films.
It's not banned film. I'd like to qualify that. It's not a banned film. It just never has been released.
We're not gonna.
We're not gonna.
We're not gonna release this on DVD, but we're sure as hell gonna make a ride that's slightly based on it.
Move over Space Mountain, move over Big Thunder Mountain, because here is Splash Mountain.
Well, you know it is a thrill when you go downhill, cause you're riding on the mountain of your own free will.
It's not really, but kind of.
Slight.
And they took some of those animatronics from another ride, which had a big accident that happened there. A girl, like an employee, fucking crushed herself and killed herself, so they had to make that ride stop. I think it was like America Sings.
Yeah.
So they stopped that completely, and they took all the animatronics onto Splash Mountain. We're getting sidetracked, so I'm gonna just go ahead and explain.
I don't want to talk about.
I'll go ahead and explain it because I usually
Explain
never
the
do.
history of Song of the South, because
I don't know necessarily about the history of Song of the South. All I know is the plot is a boy
In these horrible clothes.
In these horrible clothes, he gets sent to a plantation. I don't want to say plantation, but I don't think
it
it
was
is.
former plantation.
A former plantation
where
house.
people who used to be on the plantation are now
Living next to
working
them.
on the plantation because
It's a
making
plantation.
money because they don't have anywhere else to go. This is post Civil War.
There's
They
no-
make sure of that. They don't say that they're slaves.
They don't say anything like slavery. They don't like do anything that's like slave related. They don't do like anything like you would see probably in like Django Unchained or like 12 Years a Slave.
Yeah.
But like this is
it's very
very
supposed
tamed.
to, it's post slavery, but they're the language.
It's very the
And we'll talk
language
about
is very
that in a
It's
second.
the
But
18th century.
It's the stereotypical oh my how to do kind of that type of
someone who grew up in the South and grew up hearing stories about it that his parents told, and then put that culture to film, and we'll talk about it.
And the whole point is the boy is upset because his father leaves and he has
Go to
nobody
war.
to go to war.
I don't know which war. It's not the Civil War, obviously.
So he ends up bumping into.
war for who?
What do you think, Spanish American? I don't know.
But he bumps into a man named Uncle Remus, and he tells him stories like life lessons, and that's pretty much the entire film. Is just this boy trying to live on this plantation and making friends.
There's
with-
a specific formula that keeps going. Boy goes to see Uncle Remus, who tells a wacky story, cartoon of Bear Rabbit outsmarted them
Yes,
fox
we gotta
and
do
bear,
that
and
too.
then we cut to the mom saying, Uncle Remus, you stay away. And again, and again, and again, until finally Uncle Remus has to pack up.
Yeah,
And then we get to
and-
hilarity with a bull. Hello, my baby. Hello, my
No.
honey.
I don't trust 1948 Disney with any animals. They killed all those lemmings. Put down the frog. Put down the frog. Cut to all the lemmings being thrown off the cliff,
No, it's
which is still on Disney Plus, but this movie won't. The movie where Walt Disney chucked all the lemmings off the cliff is gonna be on Disney Plus, but this movie isn't. Animal abuse, fine.
That's a doily.
You gotta watch it.
He's got a coffee paper on his neck. He's got a coffee straight up. Looks like a dumb pilgrim. He looks like Peter Pan.
That's exactly what I was. Oh no.
He looks like dumb Peter Pan. Don't go near that bowl.
Oh yeah, that was a funny scene.
Don't go near that bowl because you're a
You will die.
because you're a cuck. Oh no! Don't
And
take off your doily.
rest of the
Oh,
time-
he's crying like a little baby.
What a little baby back bitch.
Why don't you go be a dentist, you dumb elf?
Here, own the dog. It's your
Run!
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 Go!
Right into the.
Dogs off set! Dogs off the set! You suck at singing too, Bobby Driscoll. Oh, that dog's dead.
How cute.
Do you think that dog...
I want to know what the movie.
Do you think he outlives Bobby Driscoll?
I even said it in the beginning. I know you guys don't necessarily agree with me as it being a boring film. I think it's alright.
I thought it was boring.
I know you guys thought it was boring. I thought it was alright. I know it has its racist undertones, and it definitely has like some really here and there moments, but there is a film in here. There's a film in here, and if you guys find it past the racism and all that, and past the here and there moments,
There's some historical stuff in here with
Yeah.
the live action to animation.
there is some good stuff in here.
It does deserve to be part of Disney history and lore.
And it is.
And it is. I remember seeing
Heavily altered.
Heavily
Yeah.
altered.
We'll talk about Zippity Doo-Dah being basically Disney's It's Disney's song.
Yeah, it's
Disney's
Disney's
theme song.
Next to When You Wish Upon a Star and all
Yeah.
that.
Oh no. Oh no.
They're going off to work for money that they're getting paid. They're getting paid money.
No, they're
Yes, they are getting paid.
In my way.
Disney presents this wonderful classic tale.
Birth of a Nation.
You know, I can
When they bought Fox, did they get Birth of a Nation too?
Oh,
Yes, it's on Disney Plus.
that's on Disney Plus, but
That's on Disney Plus. Not this.
Oh,
Where's
yeah,
the
that's-
log?
Where's the logs?
Where's the logs?
It's long, long, it's big, it's heavy, it's wood. It's long, long, it's better than bad, it's good.
I'd rather
I know
watch
what this
the Disney.
is. This is the infamous scene.
oh no.
I'm gonna get stuck in a beehive.
I'm gonna be quote unquote.
Can you
stuck
Photoshop
in
a beehive
Wait,
over
did you
that
just-
thing? How many times do they have to say it in order for this video to be demonetized?
It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine.
Can you put that in quotes
It's
in
fine.
the video? It's fine. But Disney Doo-Dah's and it's the prime achievement of this movie, and it is a great song, and it is a great sequence in the movie.
It's
but
the
it just
Academy
happens
Award
to be.
winning. It won an Academy Award.
Yeah.
So if you really want to point out, this is the Academy Award
Because
winning
there's been
song
the
of the
animated
South.
sequence have been released with other things. The songs have been released in various things, compilation
And
videos, stuff like
if you
that.
guys remember in September when I did a video with Hunter doing the video game, there was Br'er, the animated characters
Yeah.
in the game as well.
They acknowledge that it exists, but they're not going to tell you. Song of the South, the movie doesn't exist, but the characters exist.
It's something they won't like talk about unless it's brought up to them.
If you were to bring this up to like anyone at Disney, they would probably be like,
They make a quick comment. and
they'll
then-
be like, oh yeah, we know about it, and then they'll just brush it off.
It'd be like
nothing
a
happened.
U.S. press conference.
Exactly. That's exactly how I would feel like this would be. Like if we go to like Bob Iger and be like, "Hey Bob, have you seen this movie?"
And Bob said stuff about it. He says, I don't want to release it. It's a stain on Disney history. We're not going to put it on the thing.
But then-
that's where you draw the line.
That's where, yeah, because they done a lot of inappropriate things. I mean,
they're trying to
look at Dumbo.
Donald Duck
doesn't
Donald
exist anymore.
Duck.
Doesn't exist.
What about the
They've released their war stuff.
the
Crows, right?
The crows and Dumbo.
Doesn't
the
exist.
The
Siamese cats.
Siamese cats. Disney is
Disney's
trying to cover up their mistakes. While you got people like Warner Brothers that will say like, listen, this was a product of its time.
The
We
censored,
acknowledge
I
it.
believe, was it 12 or 13? Whatever, the censored, and then the people want, Whoopi Goldberg said she wanted this film released as a
Yes.
historical evidence, but
What I'm getting at is Disney does not cover up their mistakes. They're just like, let's just sweep it under the rug and let's forget about it.
don't eat that pie.
Have you not
Oh,
seen
well,
The Help?
pie.
Have you not? Have you not seen?
Holy kind of pie. I won't.
If you not, have you not seen the movie The Help? Don't eat the pie.
Eat the shit pie.
Yeah.
This movie's a shit pie. This movie's about them getting trouble for a dog?
Yeah, for the most part.
Oh my god.
White people
Why
problem.
can't we escape the goddamn dogs?
To get in the city. Yes, Mama.
Is that a cigarette behind you have, Bobby?
No, I smoked all of those.
No.
I don't have any cigarettes or drugs on me because I've used them already. Disney killing off an animal?
Never.
What else is
Just another one. I guess it's just another one. Just add it to the list.
But I love him.
I love it.
Wait, did they kill the dog?
You don't even know that.
Dude to the camera.
You don't even know.
I hate you, Uncle Remus.
What a baby.
No, it wasn't your dog to begin with. But
Why is he such a baby?
Fuck you, Uncle Remus.
I don't have a dad. I don't know how to process my emotions. I'm gonna go watch the Joker. I'm gonna go be a sailor, like my shirt says.
I know you guys don't. I just want to hear you guys' opinions. As a film, yeah, you guys thought it was boring, but like as a Disney historical thing, what did you guys think? Do you think it's important?
I think it is important, especially because
Yeah,
Brandon, you want to take this one first?
I don't think. I think it's important. I don't know if you should watch the film to see.
It's something that is a product of its time. And
This is not something you want to show your kids.
Right, and
This is
also-
something you want to study in
Just
your class.
take
Yes.
yes, it's like a film study or animation study, but taking all that aside, the film is really kind of boring, and I'm not just saying. I'm saying that because of, like I said before, the formula and even the
Dumb
Br'er-
plot,
Br'er-
plot,
dumb
dumb.
The Br'er Rabbit stuff feels, to me at least, like it's a poor attempt at a Bugs Bunny cartoon because you have the rabbit tricking the fox and the bear, and that's I'm pretty sure this was like 40s, 50s. I'm sure that Warner Brothers was still around with the Looney Tunes, and by that time Bugs Bunny had already become famous. So this felt like it was their attempt at Bugs Bunny. I know that's not the case because the book came first, probably, a Bear and
Yeah.
a Rabbit, but
Yeah.
that's how it felt at least.
Oh, I pushed her in the mud.
Today's day and age, it would have been rated R.
Oh,
Let's be honest.
Oh! WWE SmackDown! Tonight on Raw!
Are you ready for the most bullshit story ever?
no, I thought
Yeah.
this was it.
I thought this was it. We're watching it. We've been watching it.
Tori, I have a good question for you. Where's the plot?
The plot is the boy is
I
on a
don't
plantation.
care.
He doesn't have a father. And
And this is the last one, Jack. I hope you're happy.
how'd they catch him again?
We don't need to tell you the details of it. What do you think this is? A story?
We ran out of animation.
Michael Eisner took that animation budget.
Bobby Driscoll used all of our budget on drugs. It's the craft service table, but it's just cocaine. Bobby, did you do all the cocaine on the craft services?
Yes, I did, son.
I stuck a cigarette right in the middle of my teeth.
We're horrible people. We're going to
We're going to Disney
I
jail.
told you.
going to Disney Hell.
Poor Br'er Rabbit gonna die.
Yeah, where's the vultures? Where you going?
That's Michael Eisner talking about. It's Michael Eisner and Jeffrey Katzenberg.
to the laughing place.
It's Michael Eisner and Jeffrey Katzenberg is the name of the vultures. Let's talk about the history. Let's talk about where the racism came from.
Yeah,
Okay.
because
We
about this today.
can't talk about this film without acknowledging.
This will be the
why
final thing we
it's
talk
in there.
about. Final thing we talk about.
Screenwriter Dalton S. Raymond. This was his first and last film he ever wrote. Dalton S. Raymond is a very white Southerner who grew up with his dad telling him about stuff, and Walt Disney hired him to write this script because I guess he knew him. And then Walt Disney knew he had picked him and knew he had made a mistake. So what Walt Disney is that he hired Callum Webb, who is I believe an African-American writer, to come and help tone down what Walt Disney called white Southernist slant. There were words
That's a word for it.
that we're using in historical context right now, the Dalton S. Raymond, because that was more racist. Dalton S. Raymond wrote it like it was slavery.
He must have been a big fan of Birth of the Nation.
Yeah. I can't. There's no information about Dalton S. Raymond when you Google him. I've tried.
It's like
She
Disney
wrote.
erased
There was
history.
words such as darky. There was masser.
What's
all
the
all
N-word?
over the script. There was never. No, that word was not in it. But there was terminology that Walt Disney, even at the time, felt was racist. So the African American screenwriter was working with him. He left doing that. So Maurice Rapt was a white liberal Jewish man who was hired to tone down the screenplay by Walt Disney because Maurice Rapt said to Walt Disney, "You should not be making this. Dalton S. Raymond should not be in charge of this. You should not be making this." And Walt Disney said, "That's why I'm having you work on it, so you can help fix it."
Take the blame.
No.
Pretty much.
So you can basically, so he did a rewrite on the script. He took out all the slavery stuff. He took out all the language he could about the stuff. But him and Dalton S. Raymond got into a personal fight, and Maurice Rapt was taken off the film.
And he put all the racist stuff back. No, okay.
And what you see before you is the result of basically Dalton S. Raymond as a very Southernist conservative slant on, basically he grew up with these stories. Well, Walt Disney knew about all this, didn't stop anybody. So
you're gonna say
the reason this film is racist is because of the screenwriter.
So are you saying Walt Disney made a mistake? Wow. Never knew that.
Walt Disney made a mistake and then didn't correct it because he believed in the film.
That was a horrible belief system right there.
And just like that, we'll end it with that.
How dare you give him a parental figure?
He needs a real parental figure.
Like his
father, a drunk.
And his mother, who apparently pays no attention to it. Oh no.
Coming back from wherever they went, which was not a plantation.
You're zipping in a flash on a daring dash. Down a waterfall so rapid that you go split splash.
Put away my hat.
He's the Mad
My other hat.
He's the Mad Hatter.
My other hat. My other hat. My other hat.
Did I forget this hat? No, this hat too.
My favorite Disney princess is Schindler's List. Quick! Get him! Quick, get him! Get him!
Oh no.
Oh no!
You're more of a father than my actual father. No.
Oh no! Kill him! Do it! Show it. I want to show him when he goes, whoa! Was that a real scene from when they found Bobby Driscoll in the ditch?
Like it was his actual corpse? Or he was just hung over? When they implemented it was him in the bowl. They
didn't know how to end the film when Bobby Driscoll was passed out from drugs.
And then the bowl's with him like.
Doctor, what is it? Well, he had a lot of drugs in his system. Also, he was hit by a ball.
All we found were these teeth.
These two front teeth.
Are you offended, white America? Are you offended yet?
I am. African Americans and white people being friends. What is this? The Green Book? I came to tell you that your mom had an affair.
I'm here to tell you I have 50 children. I've been at that prostitute saloon for a long time.
I like to tell you that all the children on this plantation
are my children.
My name is Thomas Jefferson.
Honestly, the next Fade to Black.
It's solved. Everything's solved the next time they fade to black. Look, everything's 100% solved.
Oh yeah, this is the ending I remember. Because I believe I saw this on the sing-along.
My way.
I beat crippling paralysis from.
No, this is a dream he's having. He died.
Is that the
No, you'll see. You'll see why. You'll see why he's dreaming. Wait for it.
Uh-oh.
Yes, sir. This here is one of
I shouldn't have taken any Bobby Driscoll's drugs.
Am I a Bobby Driscoll hallucination? Am I even real? He starts to fade away. Some say they're still walking to this very day.
Because he's dead. He died in that bed. He 100% died in that bed.
Yeah, I told you. This is the David Lynch ending, where it's just nothing makes sense. Where it's like, wait, so is Br'er real?
Yeah, he died in that bed.
You like see the KKK dancing along with them.
And then everything turns into like some kind of like cartoon dream. Like,
and then the book closes, right?
Yeah, probably does.
Because it was based off a book.
Yep.
A very racist book. So what part did Tom Hanks play?
Like the bear.
Where was the mermaid?
Tamala was the bear.
What part was the mermaid? Where was the mermaid?
You guys happy that you watched it?
No.
Guys, it's a product of its time.
I encourage you to look up the history of the film. It is very interesting.
Yes.
The head of the NAACP was offered to look at the scripts, and they declined. And there was a lot of backlash. Even when it was released in 1948, it was after the war.
And that's we should end there on a joyful note. The ride. But
yep.
That's where we
go on the ride.
Go on the ride. That's your involvement of this film.
Yep.
If your kids ask about this film, take them on the ride.
So
that's Brandon's glowing recommendation.
Where's my lighter?
Ending with that, Jack. Anything?
Zippity doo dah, zippity yay. We're done with this movie. I'm gonna roll into hay. I don't know.
That's a good one, actually.
Thank you.
I was gonna say zippity doo dah, zippity yay. My oh my.
I'm sorry, everyone.
Cut.
Fucking